Hello everyone and welcome to This Day. Today is Friday, February 23rd, and I'm your host, Bobby Higgins, and thank God it's Friday, right? Well, coming up on the show today, we have Scott Easton with the Hogue Classic, which is Orange County's only PGA Tour Champions event, and the Hogue Classic is happening next month, so Scott is here to give us all the details about that. And then after that, Cole Young joins us to give us the update for this week's Sports Corner. And now let's take a look at today's Stay Informed, Enroll in Alert OC. Alert OC is a mass notification system designed to keep Orange County residents and businesses informed of emergencies through voice and/or text messages, emails, and TTY alerts. You can go to alertoc.org to sign up to be able to get these notifications. And now let's take a look outside at the weather today. It'll be partly sunny skies with a high of 73 and a low of 52. Going into the weekend, it'll be nice but mostly cloudy with highs in the mid to high 60s. And there is going to be more rain coming on Monday. There's a 35% chance of rain, and on Tuesday it'll be sunny to partly cloudy and cool. And now taking a look at the sunrise and sunset, here is just a stunning picture from Mark Weiss. You may know him here in the studio, and he was out on one of his daily bike rides when he snapped this shot. So your sunrise this morning, 6:26. Your sunset will be at 5:42 p.m. tonight. If you'd like to have your photo featured here on This Day, we would love to showcase it, so please email us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Stay with us. There are no meetings scheduled for today, but coming up next, we have the Hogue Classic. We'll be right back.
Your body is made for work, play, and adventure. All the things that make life amazing. But when pain gets in the way, turn to Hogue Orthopedic Institute to get you back to doing the things you love. At Hogue Orthopedic Institute, we're experts at getting you out of pain and back to golf, running, or yoga. Whatever makes you, you.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. We are a full-service repair center, too, where you can rest assured our on-premises master jeweler will repair any jewelry in our state-of-the-art facility. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
At the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
it's about trust.
Visit us online at jewelryboxestatebuyers.com.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
You don't have to leave Orange County to find world-class healthcare. 1,800 top physicians, 400 physician offices, 15 urgent care centers, 9 health and wellness centers, 6 specialty institutes, 3 award-winning hospitals, 1 world-class healthcare system, right here in Orange County. Choose complete care. Choose Hogue.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Scott Easton with the Hogue Classic. Welcome, Scott. It's so nice to meet you. And you just said this is your first interview with your new job.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm happy that I get to be the first.
Well, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So the Hogue Classic is Orange County's only PGA Tour Champions event, and I understand this is the 25th tournament that's hosted by Hogue and the 4th tournament titled by Hogue. So
Yes.
that's great. That's so awesome that Hogue has been so involved with this for so long. And so this year you're the new executive director of the Hogue Classic. What should we expect to see this year?
Well, you should expect to see a lot of the same things that we've done well in the past. This is a great golf tournament with a great pro-am, an amazing field, a great golf course, lots of different things, but some of the new things that we're going to try to add to it are more lifestyle type elements of it. We're going to do an opening party on the Friday night. We're incorporating some new hospitality options, more food and wine type of activities or elements to the event, and just trying to make it a more lifestyle event blended in with a great golf tournament.
I love that. It's like a whole experience.
Exactly.
You're not just coming to watch a sporting event, it's a whole experience. And you're expecting some of the biggest PGA Tour champions in this event as well.
Yes, we get one of the best fields on the PGA Tour Champions Tour every year. We've got commitments from, I think it's 34 of the top 36 players on the tour right now. Fred Couples, Ernie Els, our defending champion, and there he is. And a plethora of other players that'll be joining us in the tournament this year.
And I understand there's approximately 80 players will compete for the purse.
Yes.
And the purse is totals $2 million.
Yeah, not too bad, huh?
Yeah, not too bad.
Not a bad payday.
Yeah, that's a nice career to have, especially if you're winning.
Yes.
One of the most impressive things about the Hogue Classic is the philanthropic initiatives and the tournament's relationship with Hogue Hospital. So tell me about that relationship and how that affects the tournament as a whole, the relationship with Hogue.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Hogue Hospital has their name on the event, and they're also the main beneficiary. I think Hogue looks at the benefits they get from being involved with this event on twofold: not only the money that we contribute to the charities every year, but also the exposure that it gives to them in the community, and the just the goodwill. Having an event like this and bringing an event like this to the community is impactful. So their name is out there. They're associated with the charity. They're associated with these world-class athletes. They get to entertain and bring doctors in from around the world as they're trying to create the best, staff in their organization, and so on and so forth. It's a great relationship that works for everyone.
That's awesome. And I understand that it also donate to charities. Like one of the charities is the military charity, and you're going to have a military appreciation day.
Yeah, one of our biggest events is Saturday, Military Appreciation Day, sponsored by CoreLogic, and we give free admittance to military members, veterans, and include a food voucher, and we honor somewhere around 7 to 10 military members on the 18th green throughout the day as well. It's a really special day.
Oh, that's awesome. How do you choose the honorees?
It's people are nominated, and we have a committee of volunteers that kind of interview them, look through their credentials, and there's some really, really impressive people that we have honored over the years. And this year's list of honorees is really spectacular. So you have to come out and see who they are, though.
Oh, that's awesome. And so along with the Military Appreciation Day, the Hogue Classic also has a scholarship program.
We do. We have a scholarship program. We have a private breakfast on Sunday morning that honors those scholarships that are being given out. That's sponsored by Kingston Technologies, and it's a really wonderful thing for the Hogue employees, and give them an opportunity to continue their education and their careers within the hospital.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And then there's also a student day that is taking place during the final round. Tell us about this.
Well, every day we admit children 10 and under for free, but on Student Day, which is also sponsored by Kingston Technologies, we allow admittance for kids, 18 and under on Sundays.
Oh.
So, and we have some different activities that are more geared towards the younger audience. The First Tee of Orange County is out there doing some activities, and so on and so forth. We've got a lot of really cool activities that we're trying to do to draw fans. Even if you're not a golf fan, we're going to give you something to do out there this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of events taking place throughout the week as well. And the gates officially open to the public. When do they start open?
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. And so this tournament gives fans the opportunity to see their favorite players and up close and a relaxed, more environment before this happens before the competition on Friday?
Yes, Wednesday and Thursday is our Aston Martin Legends Pro-Am, where the pros are playing with amateur guests, and it's a much looser, lighter feel. The pros are definitely more approachable, signing autographs, and we'll probably stop and have a chat with some of the people in the gallery. The Aston Martin Legends Pro-Am Wednesday and Thursday is one of the best days to be out there.
Oh, that's so exciting. How fun. And so there's also a bunch of invitation-only events.
There are. The main one that I mentioned a minute ago is our Friday night opening party, but there is a chance to win tickets to that invitation-only event. If you go to our website, you can register to win tickets to come to our grand opening or our opening party, which is actually going to feature I can't say who it is, but a 3-time platinum country music band that's going to entertain and perform at that opening party on Friday night at the Vea Hotel and Resort. Some of the other invitation-only events are really the evening events that have to do with the Pro-Am, the pairings party, and things like that. But most of what we do is really open to the public. We want to be very accessible to all the Orange County residents and have them out there as much as possible. So anytime Wednesday through Sunday, we'd love to have everyone.
And so there's other attractions. I guess there's a Hogue fan experience.
Yes.
Challenges that you can do, long putt or something. Tell us about this.
Our sponsors really do a great job of attracting and doing things that are fun for the fans to participate in. The Hogue experience is one of the best. They have all sorts of interactive things. They have educational things out there. You can just come and relax. They have a second floor viewing deck on their Hogue experience this year. Aston Martin's going to have the F1 car out there, their F1 team car out there. City National Bank's got an amazing lounge where you can taste Foley wines and stop for a coffee break. So there's a lot of different sponsor activations that are just fantastic and a lot of fun.
That's so awesome. And I had a note here about the opening party at the VEA Resort and Spa. I know you kind of mentioned that. Any other surprises or exciting things that'll be happening for that?
It's just going to be, it's the first time we've done it. Okay. And as I say, if you go online, you can register to be invited and win tickets to that. And check out our website. All the different events that we have are on the website, so it'd be good to.
That's exciting. And let's talk about the course that you were saying, of one of the best courses, and being that it's in Newport Beach. I mean, incredible views. So tell us about this.
Newport Beach Country Club has been the host course for this event for I think 25 years, and the Eagle 4 organization it just rolls out the red carpet for the players. The food, the conditions of the course, everything about that course is spectacular, and it's one of the reasons why the players vote the Hogue Classic Newport Beach is one of their favorite events every year.
How exciting is that? That this event, the event you are, encumbered in it with, that's what the players say is the best on the tour.
For me, as the new guy, it's kind of the catch-22. It's like, how do I make it better? Sometimes I want to come into something that needs to be better, but I'm blessed to have come into an event that has an amazing foundation, amazing history, very well received, and I'm just trying to look at ways to keep doing what we've done right and find ways to make it more appealing and better for our community. What
would you say so far? I know you say you've only been in this position for like 6 months. So far, what has been like the best part for you?
Just being back in this business. I love the golf business. I love the live entertainment. One of the main reasons I took this was my job before this took me all over the country, and I wasn't focused on my own community here. And I've met more great people in the last 6 months and feel like I'm more ingrained in my community here than I have in the last 5 years of my old job.
Aw, I love that. That's awesome. Well, and we're all going to benefit at this event with all your hard work. So thank you. Thank you for being here today. If you'd like to come experience the Hogue Classic, or you would like to help sponsor the event, you can go online to their website at hogueclassic.com. Stay with us. We have Sports Corner with Cole Young coming up right after this.
The Hogue Classic is returning March 20th through the 24th. Defending champion Ernie Els and a Hall of Fame roster of PGA Tour legends descend on Newport Beach Country Club to take top prize from the $2 million purse. Come experience the thrill of champions. For tickets, visit hogueclassic.com. See you at the beach.
You have a club for every scenario, a driver for the long holes, wedges to get you over the hazards, and a putter for when you need a touch of finesse. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Call to set your 15-minute phone visit today and let's find out. Get a second set of eyes on your retirement plan.
Hello and welcome back to this Friday's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and in our first full week without football, a lot has happened around the sports world. Let's get right into it. Starting in the NBA, the All-Star Game, dunk contest, and three-point contest all took place this past weekend. The All-Star Game, which went back to its original East versus West format, ended with the East taking home the All-Star Game title, winning 211 to 186. It's the highest scoring All-Star Game in history, and the Eastern Conference became the first team to surpass the 200-point mark. Karl Anthony Towns from the West was the game's leading scorer with 50 points off the bench in the losing effort. Last season, Jason Tatum broke the record for most points scored in an All-Star Game with 55. Damian Lillard led the East with 39 points, including 2 made half-court shots. He was awarded the Kobe Bryant MVP award, his first time winning the award in 8 All-Star appearances. Before the high-scoring, wild All-Star Game, the dunk contest and three-point contest both took place. Mac McClung, who plays for the Osceola Magic of the NBA G League, defended his slam dunk contest title last year, winning again in 2024. McClung defeated the Boston Celtics' Jaylen Brown in the championship round when he used Hall of Fame center Shaquille O'Neal as a prop for his final dunk, which earned him a perfect 50 score from the judges. In the three-point contest, this year's final round was between the Bucks' Damian Lillard and the Hawks' Trae Young. After burying his final shot, Lillard earned his second straight three-point contest title, becoming the first repeat winner of the contest since 2007 and 2008. I'm sure someone out there is wondering, how did Steph Curry, the best three-point shooter in history, not win the contest this year? Instead of the usual three-point contest, Curry was part of a new tradition, the NBA versus WNBA three-point contest. New York Liberty point guard Sabrina Ionescu took on Curry in this contest after she won the WNBA three-point contest the previous weekend, setting a new record with 37 points. Ionescu put on an incredible performance, scoring 26 points. But Steph Curry just barely narrowed out a win, scoring 29 points. This was definitely one of the major highlights of the weekend, and it was incredible to watch 2 of the greatest three-point shooters ever square off in a head-to-head competition for the first time. Sticking with basketball, March is quickly approaching, meaning March Madness is almost here. The bracket is slowly starting to take shape, but nothing's set in stone just yet. Just as a brief refresher, for those that might not follow college basketball too closely, March Madness is the term given to the NCAA basketball championship bracket that goes through the month of March. The tournament is a single elimination tournament of 68 teams that compete in 7 rounds for the national championship. The penultimate round is known as the Final Four, when, as you can guess, only 4 teams are left. The final bracket is announced on what has now been called Selection Sunday, where a selection committee reveals all 64 schools, their seating, and game schedules. This year, Selection Sunday will be on Sunday, March 17th. Right now, the 4 number 1 seeds in each conference are UConn in the East, Purdue in the Midwest, Houston in the South, and University of Arizona in the West. Of course, a lot could change in the next 2 weeks, so these are tentative seedings. Right now, 2 local teams are looking like they will make the tournament. UC Irvine, and last year's Cinderella story that fell just short in the championship round, San Diego State. Like I said, anything can happen before the official bracket is actually announced, but it's absolutely one of the most exciting months of the sports year. I'll be sure to continue to update you as the tournament gets closer to tip-off. Speaking of college basketball, a new record was set in NCAA women's basketball. University of Iowa senior guard Caitlin Clark became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I women's basketball history on Thursday, February 15th. On the day, Clark headed into the matchup just 8 points shy of Kelsey Plum's record of 3,527 points. Fans didn't have to wait too long, as it took her just 2 minutes into the game to break the record. After hitting a layup and a three-pointer back-to-back within the first 2 minutes of the game, Clark was only 3 points away from the milestone. On Iowa's next possession, Clark hit a 33-foot three-pointer in transition, and the record was hers. Iowa went on to win that game 106-89, and on top of that, Clark scored a career-high 49 points that night. Of these points, 23 came in just the first quarter. She also set Iowa's program and arena records for the most points scored in a single game. Clark scored or assisted on 79 points in Thursday's 106-89 victory, the most in any game by any Division I player over the last 25 years, according to ESPN. Clark is not done yet. She could break Pete Maravich's mark of 3,667 for most career points in Division I history for both men and women. She currently sits with 3,569 points and is looking to take Iowa back to the national championship this season. I mentioned that March is just around the corner, and on top of March Madness, the month marks another major event in the sports world, MLB spring training. Pitchers, catchers, and position players all reported earlier this week. 2 division rivals and 2 of our local teams faced off in the first spring training matchup of the year, a Cactus League showdown between the Padres and the Dodgers on Thursday. After a few other teams opened spring training today, all 30 MLB clubs will play in Cactus and Grapefruit League games on this Saturday, February 24th. The world will be tuning in to see Shohei Ohtani in Dodgers uniform for the first time. The Angels will open their spring training against the Dodgers this Saturday at 1 p.m. I know I mentioned that there's no more football for a while, but that doesn't mean the rumor mill ever stops churning. This week, several experts and analysts have been all casting their predictions and speculations about where some big-name players are going to end up. Arguably, the name that has been floated around the most has been the Bears quarterback Justin Fields. The Bears currently hold the first overall pick in this year's draft, one that will most likely be used on generational talent, USC's Caleb Williams. But the Bears could trade away this pick and continue to build around Fields. If that is not the case, however, teams like the Patriots, Raiders, Broncos, Steelers, Falcons, and more have all expressed their interest in trading for Justin Fields. The Broncos could be interested in Fields after their relationship with Russell Wilson has all but seemed to evaporate over the past few months. His name has been linked to the Steelers now on more than one occasion, so that could be an interesting development to watch. And lastly, Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins will be a free agent this offseason, and it's questionable whether or not he'll return to Minnesota, so he will definitely be a name to pay attention to in the coming weeks as well. The legal tampering period starts soon, meaning teams can start negotiating trades and contracts with players on other teams, so it's about to start getting really interesting. Speaking of the draft, this year has more question marks than any draft in recent history, in my opinion. There are several quarterbacks who could go in the top 5 or might slip out of day one completely. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, and more are all top-tier college quarterbacks that will definitely hear their names called on draft day, just a matter of when and by whom. It's sincerely anyone's guess at this point as to what the Bears will do with the first overall pick and what the teams drafting behind them will do whether the pick gets traded or not. It seems like it will remain a mystery until the morning of the draft. Maybe because we might not know anything until it actually happens. Everything is just purely speculation at the moment. Switching gears to the other football, the UEFA Champions League is underway. The UEFA Champions League is a club-based European tournament for the national champions and other top clubs in major national leagues of European football associations. Clubs are currently in the round of 16, with matches taking place over the next few months and culminating with the final on June 1st at Wembley Stadium in London. Last weekend, another historic night in the UFC took place, this time just down the street from us. At UFC 298 at the Honda Center in Anaheim, featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski was set to defend his title belt for the 6th time against challenger Ilia Topuria. Volkanovski has held the title of featherweight champion since 2019, and at 35 years old is one of the all-time great champions across the UFC. Topuria, the 27-year-old fighting out of Georgia and Spain, entered the night at a perfect 14-0 across his career, with 5 of those coming from knockouts. He proceeded to shock the world on Saturday night, knocking Volkanovski out cold in just the second round of the fight, dethroning the longest reigning champion from the current divisions. This fight was a major shock to the mixed martial arts world, but Volkanovski is not one to shy away from a rematch. He already made his claim after the fight that he would love a rematch with Topuria, this time in Spain. As always, thank you for joining me on this Friday's episode of Sports Corner. It may be hard to believe, but we are rapidly approaching 100 episodes. I'll have to come up with something big for that episode. But for now, enjoy all the basketball, soccer, hockey, and more the sports world has to offer for the next few weeks. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran. 35 years ago, I was lucky enough to get my start in Laguna Woods. First, building patio rooms, then kitchens. Our cabinets are all built locally in Irvine. It all began with patio rooms, like this Majorca model, which we made into a complete room. I'll pull permits. We'll take care of everything. Give me a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
Welcome back to This Day. Let's take a look at the movie presentations happening today on Village Television. Today's movie is Ides of March, starring George Clooney and Ryan Gosling. This is being brought to you by Pacific Financial Planners. This is an American political drama about an idealistic staffer for a new presidential candidate who gets a crash course on dirty politics during his stint on the campaign trail. And now let's move on to announcements. We have a couple for you today. First off, the New York Club has a special outing planned to the San Diego Safari Wildlife Park on Wednesday, February 28th. Everyone is invited. You don't have to be a New York Club member to go. The bus departs at 8 a.m. from Gate 3 and returns at about 4 p.m. If you're 65 years or older, then the entrance fee is free. The cost for the bus for members is $50 and non-members $60. For any questions, contact Mindy at 917-620-8663. And next announcement for you, the Jazz Lovers presents the SAS Jazz and Blues Quartet, Jazz in the Woods 2. They'll be playing swing, mainstream, smooth, soul, Latin, and R&B styles of jazz on Friday, March 1st in Clubhouse 7. Doors open at 3:45 and music starts at 4 p.m. and it costs $7 at the door. And now let's take a look outside at the weather. Today, it's partly sunny skies with a high of 73 and a low of 52. Going into the weekend, it'll be nice, but mostly cloudy with highs in the mid to high 60s. And there's more rain coming. On Monday, we'll have about a 35% chance of rain. And on Tuesday, it'll be sunny to partly cloudy and cool. Looking ahead tomorrow on this day, we have the National Alliance on Mental Health and also the Garden Club. That's it for this day. You can catch us again at 12:30 and 5 p.m. or pull us up anytime on Village Television's YouTube channel. For this day, I'm Bobby Higgins. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Friday.